I don't own a boat, but I belong to a boat club.
Okay, good afternoon, Boat Club. It is Whiskey Wednesday, June 15 in the afternoon. We're back to the regularly scheduled program of good news. Only good news as far as I know. As most of you know, we did have an event last week where both the galley and the bar were shut down briefly. Interesting thing about that, the turnaround time until we were back in operation was right about 20 hours. So every time I think that I've seen it all at that boat club, and I've seen people come together many times, I'm still blown away by the army and the enormity of the effort that can happen when it's go time. So thank you to all who came down to assist. There were some heavy movers, many of which were staff. The staff was pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. I think we owe them some gifts or something. But the volunteers alike, people got sweaty. We did a good job. In the end, I was thankful to have experienced warriors in the trenches with me, especially when it came time to re-inspect. It was good to have some leadership and some guidance in there with me. We had the right people on hand, including Lloyd's Pest Control was there to cover exactly what had been done up until that point. And so anyway, that went better than I had imagined. But the more interesting thing, I think, is that after that, let's say we opened at 2:30 in the middle of that afternoon. That Friday night turned out to be one of the biggest Friday nights of the year. I don't know, it was huge. We did $12,500 just out of the galley, not $12,250, excuse me, out of the galley on Friday night. So thank you all who came down and participated and supported us in our time of need. Speaking of the galley, we are once again, I guess, looking for a galley manager. This is a perfect job for the perfect person. So if you know somebody, let them know. It is a good job, and it's important for us. So we're still looking, and we're still moving forward. Now, I'm going to segue real quick to some excellent news from your Commodore Brian. Brian has been busy. He's continuing to contribute to the boat club in many, many ways. And I didn't want to tell you what's going on. I wanted you to hear it direct from him. So let's go to that Zoom call now. Brian, congratulations, man, on your award of the grant. And I thought this would be a good opportunity for you just to kind of explain to the members about the grant and about the program that you're about to kick off.
Yeah, thanks for that, Steele, and thanks for your continued leadership and support. Hey, Boat Club, great news this week. We were notified earlier in the week that we were awarded a grant, a Level Up grant from the San Diego Foundation in the amount of $17,000, a little bit more than that, to support a new program that we've been working on called the Youth Nature Kayak Clinic. Following the lines of the blind ski clinics, we are starting a program for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in the San Diego Unified School District through the funding of the San Diego Foundation, as well as partnership with OMBAC, the 501c3 charitable organization arm of OMBAC called Angels of OMBAC, and also an educational partner called Ocean Connectors. We are together putting this program on. We'll be having it during 9 days during the summer. We'll be hosting 12 children each day. They will come in and learn about Mission Bay. They'll get in kayaks. They'll paddle around Rose Creek. They'll come back and talk about what they've learned and saw, the animals that they saw and whatnot, and we'll feed them lunch. And then we send them home with a pamphlet so they can talk to their families and friends about it. So super exciting. Definitely follows our order that Steele, the objectives that Steele laid out for us earlier in the year to increase our programs, particularly youth programs. So super, super excited about it.
And will the boat club own kayaks at the end of this?
Yeah, great question. So through the discussions with San Diego Foundation, they did allow us, they don't always allow, but they did allow us to buy hardware and for us to retain the hardware. So in this case, we'll end up with 10 brand new tandem 2-seat sit on top kayaks, lightweight ones. We'll end up with 20 paddles, and we'll end up with a set of about 24 new personal flotation devices, half of which will be youth sizes and half of which will be adult sizes. For those kayaks, we envision that the members will be able to check those out, rent those out. And we're also going to strike a deal with the Ocean Connectors, who do a lot of programs themselves. And so we'll make a deal with them that they can rent the kayaks out as well.
Wow. Very exciting, my friend. Well done. I don't know that the boat club's been involved in anything like this before. I'm so proud of the work that you've done. And I think also, is Paula and Red going to be contributing in the educational component of this?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Paula is offered to be our leader. So she, as a former school teacher, the San Diego Foundation and San Diego Unified both love that. So Paula is going to be doing some yeoman's work in putting that leadership on that program and in doing the enrollments and whatnot. And Red Pendrick, new friend and member of the club, who has been doing kayak programs for kids for a very long time, will be our kayak master. He'll be our kayak leader on the water.
He's extremely experienced at that too, I want to say.
He sure is.
All right. Okay, thanks for the update, Brian. We're going to wrap this video up and get it published this evening, I hope.
Got it. Thanks, guys. See you at the club.
Okay. So that's pretty good stuff, right? That is really important. It's directly aligned with our charter. And it's the kind of things that, as far as the city of San Diego is concerned, is what we are supposed to be doing. Now, this video has a lot of content, so I'm going to try to get through the next section relatively quickly, but it's regarding financial stuff, and I think that stuff is really important. So I want to just cover the highlights of my executive financial summary that I sent to the board last Wednesday, I want to say. Essentially, and we won't go through and read all of the minutia and the details, but you know, I was bragging and what a record month in March and then again in April. Well, May did not disappoint. May was right in line with April once you pull out the assessments of April. In fact, we were within $1,000. The front end of the house, meaning everything membership and dues, is right on budget. It's right exactly where we need to be. We are, since we stopped the promotions, the new membership rate has reduced, and this is kind of on purpose a little bit. We're wanting to pump the brakes until we get our operation satisfactory to support the new membership. As of this morning, it was 325, and when I checked a minute ago, there's another new one, so we're at 326 with including the new applicant. So all that is good news. Last month, the back end of the house was better than April. Remember, April overall was a record month. Well, the back end of the house, in other words, our operations, was a world record month where we generated through bar, galley, and everything associated with that almost $41,000. Now, that whole number doesn't mean anything to most people, but what I can tell you the significance of that, it is 11% above 2023 budget numbers. So 2023 budget numbers represents where I wanted the boat club to grow through this year and be at, on average, by December of 2022. So in 2023, we have a top-end revenue on the back end that I wanted to hit. Well, we're there. And we were 11% above that number last month. And there's still a lot of opportunity that's going to allow us to even further boost that top end. But it's not, as you guys know, it's not always about the top number, it's that bottom number, what's left over. So the good news now is that just in the month of May, we were able to keep $9,650 on all of the revenue that we came in. So that's an 11% net, which is 1% above our objective. Now, year to date, we're at 14.6% above our objectives. But that's cash money that we intend to spend on projects and so on. So let me get to that. And here's the summary. Here is really what does it mean? Here was my summary. So we, for 90 days running, we're already at the objectives for next year. So I'm super thrilled with that. We have not had a negative monthly P&L since June of 21. Last year we had one, maybe 2 months that were negative. One was a big negative and the other was just a slightly negative. So the Boat Club is essentially now at a $1 million revenue business, and it is healthy and stable. So I'm thrilled about the financials. So that's really what I want. I just want it to be sustainable, stable, and healthy. And best I can tell, we're there because everything is repeating nicely. These aren't just one-offs. I also refer to them now. We do have some net income, but that net income is going to allow us to do the things that we've already talked about, and we're going to be able to pay cash for some of that and accrue some of it. So let's see what I said to them. We're going to be able to accomplish our 22 capital investments, which are still needed, and we'll have an option to either pay cash or accrue that. We get to decide, so that's an exciting component. We're going to bolster the cash on hand for next year to a safe minimum. So we're, no more living paycheck to paycheck, and we're going to maintain a sustainable budget with comfortable cash flow without extraordinary efforts. Extraordinary efforts are putting on these events and really promoting like crazy just to get people in the building. Now, if you come in that building on a Friday night or a Sunday or a Monday now with On Back, there's just people there. That's what we needed. It's really all we needed, and we have that now. So that, it was all good news, and so that's the financial summary. If anybody's really interested in any of this, if you come see me, I'm pretty transparent with all this stuff, okay? So let's just talk a couple things about what's happening this weekend. You guys know this dude. I don't know about you, but I've missed Chris a lot. So he's not back permanently off the road, but I don't know if his tour's coming through. But I can't wait to buy this man a drink. This is Friday night, so come see Chris. Especially if you missed him, come buy him a shot and let's get him messed up. Okay, Father's Day is already here, so that's Sunday. I personally didn't even sign up for the Sunday thing. There was only like 22 people who responded. So you might want to do that if you're going to want the barbecue. But regardless, I know that the galley is going to be open in the morning. You can get regular brunch. There are grills out there. It's Father's Day. You can do what the hell you want if you're father. Also, don't forget, the free vessel safety check is Saturday starting at 9 a.m. The Coast Guard was here all last weekend, I want to say, or maybe it was the weekend before last, doing the boat club or the boater safety certifications. I got mine. I sat through that thing. It wasn't too painful. Surprisingly, I passed. Let's see, and I don't really only have one other thing, so that's going on this weekend. Tonight, Wednesday, the PB Town Council is going off at 6:30. I think it's the St. Regis Church or somewhere in PB. If you're interested in the PB Town Council, I would encourage you to attend. A couple of us will show up to that. That's all I have for you guys. Oh yeah, there's a new summer dog policy. I'm going to run that video at the end of this, and then at the end of that, I know I'm overloading you with content. I'm going to add in a quick Jake Allen video to close it off. That's all I got. Appreciate you guys doing a nice job. We couldn't do it if we weren't together, and I appreciate that. So, see you at the club. Okay, let's talk briefly about a new dog summer policy. So it's just a policy for the summer. We've had an increase in membership, and it's busy around the boat clubs, you can see. And on Sundays, there are a lot of dogs on the property. It's becoming a dog park. So here's what's happening. All dogs must be signed in and wear the appropriate band. So there's a member dog sign-in, and there's a couple of reasons for that. It's helping us identify non-member dogs, and the only reason we're doing this is because of an incident, kind of a scary look. So this is my dog. Dude, sit. See, look, he's clearly identified. Wait, where is it? So you can see that is a member dog. So that's what we're looking for. And you get signed in. So we got some other cool things, like if you sign your dog in, your dog is going to receive a birthday card. I don't even know. Help us by, when you get here, just sign your dog in. Those of you who are here Monday through Friday, just sign them in once and keep the band, just keep it on the collar. We do have another program where we're going to have actually a boat club collar that's easily identified that you can buy if you want. It's kind of a merch opportunity, but also because all we do, we just need to identify that the dog belongs on the property, because it got a little scary last Sunday. Pit bull attack on a member dog, and suddenly 3 minutes after the incident, the dog and the dog owner is nowhere to be found, and sound a little bit scary. So we're gonna take a little bit of we're gonna mitigate that problem, and so that's how we're doing it. Sign in. It's outside on the outside bar. Get your band, mark your dog, get the dog marked up. That way it's easy to police.